Welcome to the show. My name is Dr. Damages. We're coming to you from the greatest city in the world, New York City. Yes! How do you say goodbye to a country that has given you all that you have? This week, President Joe Biden showed us how it is done. Yes! In 1970, at the age of 28, Joe Biden was elected to the Newcastle County Council. Yes! In 1972, Delaware elected Biden to the U.S. Senate at 30. He was there until 2009 when he became the U.S. Vice President. He was Obama's VP until 2017. Biden returned as president in 2021, and we end his term in office in January of 2025. A few weeks before he leaves office in January, Biden gave America the middle finger. Immediately, he hopped onto Air Force One and traveled to Africa. Now, that is how you say goodbye to a country that has given you everything that you have. You see, some Democrats are leaving the United States, following the decision of the American people to re-elect Donald Trump as president. Joe Biden took his anger in a different direction. He pardoned his son, Hunter, for all his crimes. All of them. Tax evasion, gun. He did that despite vowing on tape that he would never do that. Watch.
That I'm not going to do anything. I said I abide by the jury decision, and I will do that, and I will not pardon him.
Yeah. The man lost it. He must have told himself, since we have all decided to be mad in America, let's take our madness to its logical end. Mad people everywhere in America. Mad people. Presidents. Mad presidents. All U.S. presidents who do bad things always travel to Africa the next day. Bill Clinton did it after the Monica Lewinsky affair broke. And he was forced to appear on TV to say,
indeed, I did have a relationship with Miss Lewinsky that was not appropriate.
Indeed. that was after he said, I did not.
I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
Yes, you remember. So after pardoning his son, Hunter Biden, President Joe Biden of the United States is in Africa. He traveled to Africa for the first time since he became president. He remembered Africa. The time is running out. I remember. Oh, yes. He visited Angola after a stopover in Cape Verde to refuel his plane and say hello to the country's prime minister. Now, his mission is to counter Chinese influence in Africa. That's Biden's mission. Now, let me explain what that means in special English, because they speak bad English. Biden is saying that the United States will not stand back and allow China, France, and the United Kingdom to chop Africa's resources alone. That's what he meant by that. He wants America to get its own portion of the African pizza, baked for millions of years and buried in the ground. That's a pizza they are looking for. Biden's America uses the same template that China uses. The template says, bribe Africa with a shiny white elephant project that they may not be able to maintain. In exchange, they will allow you to exploit their resources for virtually nothing. Yes! So, Biden is supporting a US-backed investment in Lobito. Yes, Lobito Corridor. This is an 800-mile, $4 billion railway project that cuts across Angola, Congo, Zambia, and Tanzania. Yes! When completed, the railway will transport critical minerals from interior Africa to the Angola's western ports for export. Ah! Now, for those of you too young to remember, Frederick Lugard, the former military administrator of Uganda, and later the man who amalgamated the northern and southern protectorates in the place now called Nigeria. Yes, he did exactly the same thing. He built railways to transport minerals from the interior of Africa to the West. So, 100 years later, the Chinese, Joe Biden, the Americans are still doing the same thing, building railways to transport minerals from interior of Africa to the West. Hey! As the French will say, the more things change, the more they remain the same. Talking about the French, President Bola Tinubu is in love with France. He's in love with France. He has visited the European country 5 times since he became president about 17 months ago. There was this Hausa proverb that says, if you see your neighbor's beer catch fire, pour water on your own. But what Bola Tinubu is doing instead is soaking his beard in petrol. France has not been good to any African country where they intervened. None. The French left those countries dependent on them. But France is the country where Bola Tinubu wants to establish his deepest love affairs. Why do you think that is? I'll tell you. Could it be that Tinubu loves French cheese, wine, and crackers? I said crackers. or could it be that Tinubu believes his minor, what's it called now? Criminal entanglements, yes, in Chicago have not been translated into French, so he can act like an innocent man in Paris. You know, maybe think of all the countries in West Africa governed by France. Which one came out insane? None. They're all insane. Their relationship with France were all toxic. That kind of toxic relationship is what Tinubu is signing Nigeria up for. I owe you, I am you, I owe you, I am you. Meanwhile, the North is fighting against Tinubu's proposed tax bill in Nigeria. Yes, the bill plans to reward states that pay more taxes. Its goal is for states where people pay more taxes to keep more of their money and not take much of it to the center to be shared. I'm like, what could be wrong with that? what could be wrong with that? Well, it happens that states where people pay fewer taxes are not happy about that arrangement. Why is that? Do you know? I have no idea. Why? Okay. We have to be our brother's keeper, you know. We have to be. Lagos and Rivers cannot chop alone. After all, the billions in revenue and taxes from Zamfara gold mines are also flowing into the federal account. Nyafu. Don't be so. And the taxes from Buhari's rice pyramid are also flowing into the federal account. Nyafu. Now, I hear you. Those who feel that MTN headquarters should not be in Lagos and their taxes for services going to Lagos should give MTN favorable business conditions to move its headquarters to Zamfara or Ebonyi State. That's what it takes. Nonsense. Here is my concern for today. It's taken from page 419 of the book, How I Invented Nigeria and Uganda by Mr. Frederick Lugard. And it says, the typical African is a happy, thriftless, excitable person, lacking in self-control, discipline, and foresight, naturally courageous, courteous, and polite, full of personal vanity, with little of veracity. In brief, the virtues and defects of this race type are those of attractive children. Hey! I go far to bring this to you. I go far. We haven't proven the man wrong. Have we? We haven't. Hundreds of how many years now? We have not proven the man wrong. Excited children? attractive children. God. Until next week, I'm Dr. Damages. I diagnose you yourself. Yes. Have you subscribed, my friend? Have you? Come on. I've been pleading. Come on. This is giving months of being happy, helping people. Why can't you help me out? Just click one ping. How are we ever going to get to 100,000? Tell me, just tell me now, because I'm out of ideas. I don't know what else to do. Do I have to come to your house to subscribe for you? Click, ping, that's it. I'll come. Give me your address. Oh yeah, post your address. I'll come. Do it. Tell me where to meet you. Afghanistan, I'll come. India, I'll come. Tell me. Please, help me out. My people the people I started with, they are now in 1.5 million. I'm here. I'm still here. Please. Thank you.